2021 was one of the craziest years that we have ever seen in the real estate market. With interest rates and inventory at extreme low, home prices skyrocketed by an average of $50,000. So what does all this mean for 2022? Are we going to continue to see prices skyrocket, or are we going to start to see the market start to cool down a little bit? Let's jump into it and find out. So home prices are in fact expected to keep rising in the year 2022. However, interest rates are also expected to rise, and we're already starting to see that in the month of February. So yes, we are likely still going to see higher prices, but it's not just going to be that steep increase in prices like we've seen over the past year or so. It's likely going to start to flatten out a little bit and be a little bit more gradual. One of the projected drivers in keeping the market hot is actually millennials. One of the reasons for this is millennials are kind of in that sweet spot for being first-time home buyers. They're right around that age, like 26 to 35, where someone might be buying their first home. And something that is likely going to push them to want to buy is rent is supposed to continue to increase this year as well. Another thing that should also help slow the market down a little bit is the rate of inflation in 2022 is supposed to decrease significantly. At the end of 2021, we were hovering right around that 7% range, but in 2022, we're projected to decrease that to around 2 to 4%. One of the things that the pandemic has done to the real estate market is it's created sort of a shift. So for example, more people are now working from home because they can work remotely now. So that means that a lot of these people don't have to be in major cities anymore. So they're kind of fleeing the cities and going more towards the suburbs. So one of the things that we can now see happening in 2022 and going forward is because these people are now working remotely from home, they don't need to necessarily live in a major city. So they're gonna wanna move towards more of the suburbs. So this could potentially result in suburbs becoming more desirable and potentially increasing in value. So absorbing all of this information and taking it all in, what does this mean if you're a buyer, and what does this mean if you're a seller? On the buying side, although interest rates are expected to go up, they're not expected to explode like we've seen in past years. The rise in interest rates could mean that a certain individual or family that's right on the cusp of home ownership might have to wait a little bit longer, but as a whole, it shouldn't affect the market too much. What all of this also means if you're a buyer is that right now is the best time to buy. If interest rates are gonna go up as the year goes on and home prices are gonna go up, right now is the perfect time to buy. You're not gonna get a better opportunity to get a lower interest rate and a lower price on a home than you will right now. Now, if you are a seller, you should not have any problem selling your home. Whether you decide to sell right now or later this year, you should still be able to get top dollar. If you decide to sell right now, there is a lot of desperate buyers on the market because inventory is so low that they should still be willing to pay top dollar for your home. They might be more desperate and offer even more than you list the home at. But if you're not ready to sell right now, that is not an issue. Home prices are expected to keep rising, so that will obviously result in you getting more money for your home, even if you do decide to wait until later this year to sell. So this video was just a pretty brief snapshot of the market and what we're shaping up going into 2022. If you have any direct questions for me, or you want to talk more specifically about anything, reach out to me. You can call or text me. My number is 717-572-0629, or you could shoot me an email. My email is kyle@lankliving.com. I will have all that stuff linked in the description of this video. But I thank everybody for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.